Hello, I'm John. In this video, I would like to talk about a great methodology, how to study English. Of course, if you are a teacher, I think this video is important for you because then it will help you teach English very fast. Before we get started, it is important for you to understand how listening is really essential because when it comes to speaking, we only use the data that are in our brain. So how do we get the data in our brain? Well, by listening, by looking at the actions. For example, when we were babies and we get to acquire the language, we would listen to our mother or our father call our sister or brother or siblings. We'd listen to our mother. Our parents would call our siblings. For example, Maria, come here, and we see the action. Then when it comes to us, we'll do the same action because we've listened to it and we see her speech and its reaction. So that's how listening skill is important, because when you listen, you'll be able to speak. If you have never listened to a word, you've never encountered that word, it won't be possible for you to say that word. So when you listen to a word again and again, only then will you be able to repeat the same thing. For example, if I ask you, how do you say this in English?
Comment tu t'appelles?
Come ti chiami?
Now, of course, what's your name? That comes out so easily because you have a habit of saying it, or you have a habit of listening to it every time. But if I say, how do you say this in English?
Elle s'est fait agresser.
È stata aggredita.
Now, of course, for some of you, that will be a little bit difficult. But if it is easy to you, then congratulations. But if you've never listened to that before, of course, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to say it. Why? Because you've never used it before. Now, what I want you to understand is that by listening to the word and repeating the same thing, your brain is going to get a habit of saying that, and it's going to be easy next time. The bottom line is that you need to listen. You need to listen. Listen again and again. Even though you don't understand what it's saying, but your brain is actually working on it without you knowing about it. Your brain is working so that it's trying to analyze new sound, how the words are articulating, how the words connect to each other in a sentence, and the whole speech. So my advice is listen again and again. I'll suggest you replace the crap music, boring music you listen to in the bathroom, with English conversation. Then when you're taking a shower, you're listening to the English conversation. When you're in the bus, in the taxi, or wherever in the car, you're moving somewhere, you're listening to English conversation. This is going to help your brain get used to new English sound and repeat the same thing with the same accent. This is how you can teach your children. Please start with listening activity and you will be able to speak English fluently.